Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to another Command Your Day. Hop on in the room. Come on in. Come on in the room. Good morning to you all. Welcome to another Command Your Day. I'm Anika V. Brown, Master Life Coach and Mentor with a focus in productivity and mindset. Come on in the room. I hope that y'all are doing well this morning, that your morning is going good so far. I know it's early, but still, yes. Good morning, Lennox. How are you? Hi, Aurel. Good morning. How are you? Welcome to the room. Come on in. Come on in the room. Double tap the screen for me if you're able to do that. Double tap, double tap, double tap. Double tap for me if you're able to do that. Let's bring some new family members in the room. Hello, Sanel. I hope I said that right. How are you? Good morning to you. Good morning, Bo Lioness. Good morning. Hey, how are you? Good morning, Enrique. Good morning. How are you? Hello, Steve. Good morning to you. Welcome to another Command Your Day. Thank you so much for the likes. I appreciate it. Kato, good morning. Welcome to another Command Your Day. Hop on in the room. Hop on in. Soul Amazing, good morning. Welcome to the room. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the room. Welcome to the room. Again, if you're new here, tap that follow button. I'm live here Mondays through Fridays, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time for Command Your Day. If you're looking for a community that provides you with motivation, valuable insights, and practical strategies for success, you are in the right place. Join our community. Get connected. We're going somewhere. We're making bold moves. And if that is your desire, come on in, join us, and let's do this together as a community. Now, how do you join my community outside of this live stream? You got to tap my profile picture. It's going to take you to my link in bio. Good morning, Teeks. How are you? Tap the link in my bio. The very first option is going to say Commanders Community. Happy Friday to you, Miss Gloria. How are you? It's going to say Commanders Community. You're going to put your best email address in, hit submit, and that is how you join the Commanders Community. Hey, 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 good morning to you. So yes, hit the follow button. Use the link in bio to join the Commanders community. Good morning, Aline. How are you? How you doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Awesome. Hi, Marie. Good morning to you. Hello, Mr. Abelard. Abelard? I hope I said that right. Abelard. I hope I said it right. I like it. I like it. Good morning to you. Welcome to Command Your Day. Welcome, welcome. All right, so let's do this. Let's get right into it. So today's not a day that I have a lot of time. I have an 8 a.m. Appointment. I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. Hello, Elaine. Hello, Charlie. Good morning. All right, so let's get right into it. Go ahead and stack your gratitude. Drop in the comments some things that you are grateful for today. Go ahead and drop those in the comments. Hey, Lilia. How are you? I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. I am doing well. Yes, happy Friday. Happy Friday. Good morning, Mary. How are you? So let's go ahead and stack our gratitude. Go ahead and drop in the comments some things that you are grateful for today. Let me know what are some things that you are grateful for today. Let me know. Let me know. The big three, this community, favor, divine protection. I love it. Hello, P. Dennis. How are you? Grateful for yesterday, today, and all the blessings. I love that. I love that. Absolutely love it. I love it. So go ahead, keep stacking your gratitude. We do this exercise every day to help to keep us in a mindset of abundance, right? Keep us in a mindset of abundance. Go ahead and stack your gratitude. Go ahead and stack your gratitude. Yes, Indeed. Stack your gratitude. Big shout out to you this morning. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Hello, Jonathan. How are you? Welcome to the room. So we're stacking our gratitude, and we do this exercise every morning to help to keep us in a mindset of abundance. Keep us in a mindset of abundance. Just reading my statement from Vanguard. I didn't get a chance to look at it yesterday. What are all those certificates? There's a video on my page that you can look at to see what they are. Okay, my friend that asked about my certificates. Supremer. There's a video on my page that shows you exactly what they are. Hello, Almaz. How are you? Good morning to you. Hello, Rivka from Ukraine. How are you? Are you connected to Lilia? Do you know Rivka, Lilia from Ukraine? How are you? Grateful for my healing process, compassion for myself and for others. Morning prayer, this community, my life. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So y'all can connect. Lily is also from Ukraine. Awesome. Hey, Jay Hoove, how are you? How you doing? J and W, good morning. Hi, Jazz. So again, we stack our gratitude to help to keep us in a mindset of abundance. Good morning, Don. How are you? Hello, fine. How are you? I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. Hi, Kay Sprinkle. All right, we're almost at 100. So again, we stack our gratitude every morning to help to keep us in a mindset of abundance. Hi, Rebecca. How are you? Grateful for today. Awesome. I love it. Good morning, Jazz. How are you? Good morning, Rebecca. Y'all are coming in. I love it. I love it. Now, we've also made a promise to ourselves that we're going to make bold moves this year, and we have been doing so. If you're new here, you can join in. You can absolutely join in with us to make these bold moves. So let's close the year out very strong. Hi, Vanessa. How are you? Welcome to the room. The V, my middle name is Vanessa. So good morning to you, Vanessa. Good morning. So yes, we've made a promise to ourselves that we're going to make bold moves this year, and we have been doing so. And again, if you're new to me, yes, Lilia, it is. If you're new to me, new to my community, you can join in with us, and let's end the year really strong, very strong, by making bold moves. Hey, Vitor, how are you? Brazilian. Awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. So type in the comments, I am making bold moves this year. Type that in the comments. I am making bold moves this year. I am making bold moves this year. Type that in the comments. Now, since that is a promise that we made to ourselves, I also want you to type, I am keeping my promise to myself. So this is our commitment to continue to make bold moves and to keep the promises that we've made to ourselves. Yes, I'm making bold moves this year, and I'm keeping my promise to myself. Too long we've put our promises on the back burner. We said we were going to get our health together. We said we were going to get that educational status, or go finish that degree, or go get that certificate, but we haven't done so yet. But this year, or to close out this year, or the big reset that we did, so we have 354 days left in this big reset that we did. You can do it. You can absolutely do it. So yes, type in the comments, I am making bold moves this year, and I'm also keeping my promise to myself. Absolutely. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We're keeping our promises to ourselves. And that is one of the major ways that you can demonstrate self-love, right? Keeping the promises that you've made to yourself. That within itself is self-love. Absolutely. Yes, I'm keeping my promise to myself. All right, let's pray. Let's get right into our prayer. Let's do that. Let's do that. The Lord is our shepherd. We shall not want. This is the 23rd Psalm. He makes us to lie down in green pastures. He leads us beside still waters. He restores our souls. He leads us in a path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we will fear no evil. For thou art with us, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort us. Thou preparest a table before us in the presence of our enemies. Thou anointest our heads with oil. Our cups run over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen, amen, and amen. Yes, Susanna, we're absolutely making bold moves and keeping the promises that we've made to ourselves. Yes, surely, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Good morning, Global Chick Venture. How are you? Hello, Jonathan. Welcome to the room. Yes, thank y'all so much for typing amen. So we're going to keep it moving and we're going to move right into our affirmations. You're on the treadmill. Awesome. I love that for you. I love that for you. Absolutely. I love it for you. So we're going to move right into our affirmations. Thank you, Rebecca, for typing amen. Hey, Yoni, how are you? Welcome to the room. So we're going to move right into our affirmations. Need this prayer. Okay. I'm praying that the Lord will open a door for you and he will make a way for you. Udelka, I hope I said that right. But I know the Lord to be a provider. And if you trust him and if you have faith, he will make a way for you. All right? He will make a way for you. Absolutely. All right. So we're going to move right into our affirmations. You can find them in the front of the Bold Moves manual. This is what we use here every morning. Good morning, Uncle X-Brand. How are you? So this is what we use here every morning, the Bold Moves manual. You can get your copy on Amazon. So let's move right into the affirmations. Let's do that, okay? I'm going to read through them. You're going to repeat them to yourself, and then you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. All right? All right. Let's do that. Let's go through the affirmations. Let's position our mindset. Let's do that. So here we go. I am capable. I am responsible. I am grateful. I am focused on growth. I control my attitude. I am authentically me everywhere I go. I am worthy of God's best for me. I am patient with myself. I am patient with others. I have compassion for myself. And I have compassion for others. I embrace positive thinking. I welcome abundance and prosperity into my life. I am courageous and I have peace. I forgive myself and I forgive others. My spirit is renewed. My mind is free. I have a success mindset. I have a clear vision. I am a discipline builder. I am accountable to my goals. I am innovative. I am influential. I am a winner. I am healed and whole. Today I choose peace. Today I choose joy. Today I choose faith. And today I choose to flourish. I give myself permission to be successful. I give myself permission to take up space. I give myself permission to live my dreams. I give myself permission to win. I am a visionary. I see beyond my present. I think beyond limitations. I create the future. Nothing is impossible for me. Nothing is impossible for me. Absolutely nothing is impossible for me. So this is how we position our mindset to take the day on with a positive outlook. A positive outlook. So you can find the affirmations inside of the Bold Moves manual. They're right here. This is what we just went through. Thank you for typing I agree. Thank you. All right, so get your copy of the Bold Moves Manual on Amazon, the Bold Moves Manual, or you could type my name in, Anika V. Brown, and it will pop up for you. Grab your copy so you can follow along with us. Now, today we're going to be on page 162 and 163. Page 162 and 163. All right, so go ahead and find that while I run through these announcements really quickly. Yes, Rebecca, thank you so much for typing I agree. Thank you. All right, so remember to join my community, the Commanders community. To do that, you're going to tap my profile picture, use the first link in bio, drop your best email address in a section that says Commanders Community, hit submit, and that is how you join. I have in circulation right now the money plan. So for those of you who don't have a budget for personal development, like for me, every month I have a budget to purchase books. That's a part of my personal development, right? I have a budget to purchase books, but you may not. So I share with you 10 ways to raise funds for your personal development. So that is the money plan. 10 ideas how you can raise funds for personal development. The second thing on that email is a goals assessment to see how ready you are for your next major life goal. How ready are you with your mindset? How ready are you with your self-discipline? How ready are you with the strategies that are necessary for you to get to your next major life goal? Because if you have not accomplished that goal yet, it means that you need a strategy, or if the strategy that you've been using does not work. So this goals assessment, assess to see, are you disciplined enough? Do you have the right strategy? How is your mindset around this next major goal that you want to accomplish? It will give you some suggestions on what the next step should be. All right. Another thing that is attached to the email that you all requested is a CEO success planner. So it breaks down what you should focus on the first 3 years of starting a business or starting your organization, right? So if you want access to those 3 tools that are extremely powerful, they are free. You just got to be a part of the Commanders community. You're going to tap my profile picture, use the link in bio to join the Commanders community with your best email address. And I will send you the goals assessment, the money plan, and the CEO success planner. All right. So if you want access to those, you got to be a part of the Commanders community. If you don't know how to find the link in bio, DM me the word commander. Okay. DM me the word commander, and I will help you to get into the community so you can get access to those tools. All right. Also, get your copy of the Bold Moves Manual. This is what we work from every morning when we're here. 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Mondays through Fridays. We don't do every day anymore. We did that for 365 days. So now on the second phase of Command Your Day, we're doing it Mondays through Fridays, 6:30 a.m. And we use the Bold Moves Manual. This is mindset coaching in a book. Grab your copy. Join us right here, Mondays through Fridays, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time, so you can follow along. Helps you even more so to retain the information when you have the physical book to follow along with us. All right. And today, again, we're going to be on page 162 and 163 inside of the Bold Moves Manual. All right. My next live mentorship session, thank you, Lilia, page 162 through 63. So if you have the book, go ahead and look that up. If you don't have the book, hop over to Amazon and get your copy. So my next live mentorship session will be on September 27th. Yes, indeed. That's the word of the day. So this is also a good reason why you need the book, so you can get ahead in the line. Okay. Yes, that is the word of the day. So our next live mentorship session will be September 27th. If you want to be in the room with us, with me, with my other mentees, DM me the word mentor so you can enroll in the Action Accelerator, which is my mentorship program. It teaches you how to get clear on your vision, where you're trying to go, right? We co-create, myself and you co-create an execution plan so that you know exactly what you're doing and how you're going to get to this goal. If you want to work with me and be in the room on September 27th, DM me the word mentor. All right, DM me the word mentor. All right, let's move into the word of the day. We are 12 days into our big reset. On August 25th, we decided to do a hard reset. All right, a hard reset on our goals that we're going after. So we're 12 days into this reset. We have now 354 days left to accomplish another major life goal, to totally 180 our lives. So if you want to join us on this mission, you're not too late. Yes, we're 12 days in, but you can go back and watch the replay for the other videos that we've done. You can find me on YouTube, The Productivity Coach, so that you can catch up to see where we're at, to catch up to where we're at. All right. So I am The Productivity Coach on YouTube. I have almost 600 videos over there. You can go through, watch that. Come on back here and join me Mondays through Fridays, 6:30 a.m. and join us in this mission to 180 our lives. Totally turn it around in now 354 days. So we're counting down. So every morning that you show up here, I want you to keep in mind exactly how you want your life to look when we hit August 25th of 2026. What do you want your finances to look like? Talking about finances, I paid off another debt this morning, early this morning. So I'm working my way to being debt free. I got a goal. I'm exiting this year with only 3 debts to my name. And one of them is I would call it a good debt because it adds to my my net worth, right? It adds to my net worth. So it's a good debt. All right. So I'm exiting 2025 with only 3 debts to my name. And they are all good debts. I would say that they're all good debts. So I paid off this morning, like totally. It's like, oh, let's get rid of this. And it feels good to do that. So I want you, whenever you join me here, thank you. Thank you so much. Good morning, Lexi. Hey, Liz. Thank you. Somebody else said congratulations. Thank you, Miss Gloria. Right? So it feels good to do that. So every morning when you show up here, I want you to have in your mind, what do you want your life to look like when we hit that milestone or that mile marker of August 25th, 2026? What do you want your finances to look like? What do you want your health to look like, right? What do you want your educational status to look like? We have 354 days to do a 180 in our lives. So every morning that you show up here, I want you to have in your mind what you want your life to look like when we get to August 25th of 2026. All right. And you're going to come and join in with us Mondays through Fridays. You're going to get the book. You're going to follow along. If you don't have the finances to join my program so I can help you with like hands-on help, get the book, join us right here so that you can totally transform your life. All right. So we're on a mission. We're making bold moves. We're keeping the promises that we've made to ourselves. And we're going to show up every day so that we can actually live this life that we see in our head, right? I see myself being totally debt-free. Totally debt-free. I'm expanding my investment. As I told y'all that I was just reading my statement from Vanguard. I'll hide my address, right? Vanguard for my retirement and my investment portfolio. So I'm doing all of that. And I want y'all to do the thing that is required to transform your life, to change your life. And you can do it. Okay? You can do it. So we have 354 days left to accomplish this next major life goal. So today, the word of the day is growth. That's what it is. The word of the day is growth. We're on page 162 to 163 of the Bold Moves Manual. Get your copy. Yes, growth is the word of the day. Yes, growth. Good morning, Dragonfly Girl. How are you? Growth is the word of the day. Again, get your copy of the Bold Moves Manual on Amazon. On Amazon. Okay, get your copy. If you can't remember the name of the book, type my name in, Anika V. Brown, and it will pop up for you. So today we're on page 162 and 163, and we're talking about growth. Growing a lot in this new job. I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. Yes, indeed. All right, so growth is the word of the day, and the definition that I went with is personal development, learning new skills. Learning new skills are becoming more mature. So when it comes to growth, I don't want you to get caught up in speed. All right? I don't want you to get caught up in speed. Just focus on progress. Focus on progress. Not everyone is going to move at the same pace. So if your friend, it's back to school morning. If your friend or your family or somebody else is moving at a faster pace, don't get caught up in that. Keep your eyes on your lane. Good morning, Jenny. How are you? Growing, Crystalline. Okay, I love that. Keep your eyes on your lane. Don't be worried about someone else's speed. So don't get caught up in speed. Just focus on progress. Understand that small steps forward leads to big transformation. Growth is one of the most powerful forces in life. Absolutely is. Good morning, Katrina. How are you? Thank you for the daily heart me. Growth is about becoming better, wiser, and stronger. And you don't have to try to get there too fast. Okay? Stay in your lane. Work at your own pace. Because the thing is, if you try to keep up with someone else, you are going to exhaust yourself, and then you're going to forfeit your goal because you were going at a pace that is not your grace. Let me say that. If you try to keep up with someone else, oh, they produced this, oh, let me produce this too. Oh, they wrote a book, oh, let me write a book too. Oh, they started a program, let me start a program too. No, that may not be your pace, right? You may not have grace for that speed. So don't try to keep up with the speed of someone else. No, work your own lane. Work your own pace. Okay, so you don't get exhausted. That person may have been training to do the thing that they're doing for 5 years, 10 years. So now they're in a position where they can move at that speed because they have time in the game. You're just coming in. You're just coming in. Like, you cannot move at the same pace of another person that's been practicing for 10 years, right? You got to understand that. You cannot try to keep up with their pace. They've been practicing for 5-10 years. So work your pace. Your grace for your pace, work that. So you don't get exhausted and forfeit your goal. All right? So growth is about becoming better, wiser, and stronger. It's about evolving into the person you were meant to be. Here's the truth for you. Growth is not always comfortable, right? As a matter of fact, it never is. Never is comfortable. Growth looks like challenges, stretching you beyond your comfort zone. And you must embrace the change that comes with this growth. Even when it's hard, you got to embrace it. Oh, it's a new season. God wants to take me to the next level. I know he's going to pull me out of this place that I've been sitting at. He's going to pull me out of this group that I've been comfortable in. And you just have to embrace it. You have to embrace the change, the stretch, right? The exiting of the comfort zone. You got to embrace that if you want to go higher. That is a path to growth. Challenges, stretching, moving out of your comfort zone. That's growth. All right? Yes, yes, indeed. So let's explore what true growth looks like, what blocks it, and how you can commit to continuous growth in your life. Because that is possible. You don't have to get to one level and settle there. It does not matter your age. You can still grow. You can still learn something new. You can still explore new avenue, new ways of doing things. You can still explore new things and continue to grow. It doesn't matter your age. All right? So, what is true growth? What is true growth? Growth is not about perfection. It's about choosing to improve every day. And I always say, try to become 1% better than you were yesterday. And you can do that just by reading 5 pages in a book, or reading an article online on whatever area of your life that you choose to learn more about. Whether it's relationships, finances, maybe it's the field that you're working in. Just reading an article, right? That can make you 1% better than you were yesterday, because now you have information that you did not have yesterday. Now you're reading some statistics on something that you're interested in, and you have information now that you did not have yesterday. So every day the goal is to be 1% better than I was yesterday. So that's another way of looking at not competing with others, but competing with the you of yesterday. You know what? Today, I want to be a little bit better. I want to carry myself a little bit better than I did yesterday or 6 months ago, right? I want to carry myself a little bit better. So let me spend 15 minutes of my time getting myself together, because yesterday I just walked around in t-shirt and sweatpants. Today, I want to be 1% better. So let me get up and dress up. Even if you don't have anywhere to go, let me wake up and dress up. That is 1% better than you were yesterday. And that is fine. That is your pace of growth. And that is okay. Now, somebody else may be able to get up every single day and put themselves all the way together like they're going to a gala or something like that. That may not be your speed or your pace where you're at. If it's just getting up and putting on a little bit of makeup and putting on something nice, that's okay. That I need to work on. And that's okay. Start working on it a little bit at a time. You never used to wear earrings. You know what? I'm going to start to put earrings in every day. That's 1% better than you were yesterday. And that is okay. You don't have to try to knock everything out in one day, fix everything in one day. And usually whenever individuals try to do that, try to get everything fixed in one push, they can't sustain it because it's too much. Yes, brick by brick. They can't sustain it because it's too much. So just pick one thing that you want to fix, one thing that you want to get better in, and work at that. All right, because that just may be your pace. Everybody can't be a multitasker, and that is okay. Just try to be 1% better than you were yesterday. And again, that could be from reading a book, reading an article, or deciding that there's one thing that you're going to do to level up, whether your appearance, one thing that you're going to do better in your finances, right? Just 1%. Let's just focus on being 1% better each day. Correct, one day at a time. Yes, yes, indeed. Don't try to do a full overhaul in one day, because you're not going to be able to sustain it. You're not going to be able to sustain it. And when you take this approach of being 1% better, it's like you're creating a system or a structure, right? I get strong in this thing that I decided to do. Now I can add something else to it. Get a little stronger in that. Then I can add something else instead of trying to do a total overhaul in one day. That's not sustainable. All right, so try the approach of becoming 1% better every day. 1% better. So if you do that over the space of a year, right, we have 354 days left in this cycle of Command Your Day. If you do 1% better, by the time we get to August 25th of 2026, you'll be 350, 54 did I say today? From today, if you decide to be 1% better, by the time we get to August 25th of next year, you'll be 354% better than you were yesterday. And that's amazing transformation, right? That is amazing transformation and something that is sustainable. All right. So growth that shapes your life happens when, good morning, life is precious. How are you? Growth that shapes your life happens when you expand your knowledge, expand your skills, and expand your mindset. Growth happens when you learn from your experiences instead of allowing them to control you. Don't allow them to control you. Learn from them. I tell y'all all the time, pick the lessons out of every situation. Good morning, Ariel. How are you? Good morning, Patsy. How are you? Right? I tell y'all all the time, just pick the lessons out of every situation that you experience in life. Yes, it hurt. Yes, you were disappointed. Yes, you were let down. But what is the lesson? I trusted that individual too soon, right? I did not love myself enough when I made that decision. You know what? I was moving too fast. That's why this came down like that. Learn the lessons. It doesn't matter how bad it is. So you're going to learn from your experience instead of being controlled by them. Growth happens when you deepen your understanding of who you are and why you're here. And this is one of the best things that you could ever do for yourself. Take the time to figure out, who am I truly outside of my name, outside of my family lineage, right? Outside of the last name that I was given. Who am I? Why am I here? Why did God create me? And when you take the time to figure that out and fully embrace it, there's a level of joy, of peace and fulfillment that you're going to experience that nothing else can give you. Nothing else. Absolutely nothing else can give you. When you figure out who you are outside of your name, outside of your family lineage. Oh, I'm from so and so and so. I'm from this place, or I'm from this tribe, or however you want to say it. Outside of all of that, who are you? What do you really like? What do you really like? I got to a space in my life some years ago where I sat down and I was like, I don't even know what I like. Like, I've just been living my life for someone else or to help others. That's what I've been living my life as. And I really don't know, like, who am I? What do I love? What do I want to do? Who do I want to become? And yes, life can happen in a way where you totally lose your identity. Totally lose the dreams that you had as a child growing up. Yes, life can happen to you that way, but you have to take the personal responsibility to sit down one day and say, you know, I got to figure out me. Who am I? What do I want to be? Who do I want to become? What do I really like to do? And I'm telling you that when you do that and when you figure that out, the level of joy and peace and fulfillment that you will experience is unmatched. That's deep. Yeah, it is. It is. When you sit down and really look at your life and look at you, right? As I talk about mirror, day 8 of the new book. Look at you. Figure you out. Who am I? Why am I here? Why am I here? What is the thing that I was created to do? What is my assignment outside of being a mom, being a dad, whatever title you have on the job or whatever title you wear in the business? Who are you? I need you to answer that question. Sit down and answer that question today. Who are you? Who are you? You got to figure that out. That is an amazing part of your growth process that you got to get. And when you figure who you are and why you were created, there's certain things that you're just not going to settle for. Some things that you let slide today or you let slide yesterday that you're just not going to settle for. Because now you truly understand you. You know your value. You know your purpose. You know what you bring to the table. There's certain things that you're just not going to settle for. You're not going to allow or give access to you. All right? When you figure that out, who you are and why you were created. All right? So spend some time doing that. Now, for us to grow, we should also know what stops growth. What stops it? So we can do like a counterattack or plan ahead. All right? So here's a fact. We sometimes unknowingly block our own progress. And how do we do that? How do we stop our growth? Fear of change is number one. Fear of change. Growth requires stepping into the unknown. And yes, that can be scary. That can be scary, but we must embrace change. We must embrace it. So I want you to ask yourself, what am I afraid of by growing? Is it losing friendship, connection, comfort? Is that what I'm afraid of? Right? And you're going to also ask yourself, what could I gain from growing? You can gain that new financial status that you're looking for or seeking. You can gain some new connections. You can gain some new opportunities when you decide to grow. When you decide to grow and grow out of your comfort zone and let go of the fear of change. Let go of it. And I know most are afraid of losing friendships and connections. If you grow, right? If you become a totally new person, you're afraid of losing those who you are connected to. But you will also gain new friendships as you grow or when you grow. You will gain new connections, new opportunities. And those who are supposed to remain with you, they will. They will. Those who are supposed to remain with you as you grow, they will remain with you. And sometimes the separation has to happen for a season as you're growing into your new you. And then after that season of growth, the reconnection can happen. And I'm telling you from experience. I was just talking to a friend of mine about 2 days ago. I was talking to him like we were really close, good friends, like in my 20s, right? The last time I saw him, I believe I was a nursing assistant and he was the charge nurse, right? So he was the charge nurse. I was a nursing assistant. Then I became a nurse and I was talking to him today. Today he's a doctor, right? Today he's a doctor. Today I'm a nurse and a business owner. So we separated for all of the 30s, right? Now I'm about to get into my 40s and we were talking the other day. So those who are supposed to remain with you, they will. They will. Now he's a medical doctor. Now I'm a nurse. Like the last time I saw him, I was a nursing assistant. So it's been a long separation, right? He lives in a totally different state now. So I've been a nurse for over 13 years. And the last time I saw him, I was a nursing assistant. But we stayed connected here and there. And we were talking the other day and here he is, a medical doctor today. So in your growth process, sometimes there's going to be some separation. But those who are supposed to remain with you, they're going to. All right? So embrace the change as it comes. Because at the end of the day, you have to think about the fact that you're going to be with you whether you make a decision to move or not. So then the question becomes, are you comfortable with staying where you're at? Or will you embrace the change that has to happen to become the new you, the next version of you? Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to do that? Because it's going to come to that point where you have to answer those questions. Are you okay with where you're at right now? Right? Fearful of losing connections if you grow. Fearful of, I know individuals that they don't want their friends to say that they're a sellout if they grow out of the area that they're in. I know people like that. And not to knock them, but and if they're comfortable with it, I'm happy for you. But I know there are individuals that are afraid of going back to school, afraid of starting the business, afraid of going to their next level because their community will say that they're a sellout because they decided to move up. There are individuals that are in that space. And if you're in that space, the question that you have to ask yourself is, am I okay with where I'm at? And if you're okay with it, that's fine. I'm not knocking you. If you love it, I love it too. All right? So the question that you got to ask yourself, am I okay with being where I'm at? Or is there a desire for new, for more? And will I embrace the price that I have to pay to get to this new version of me and this new life that I want to live? Right? So if you find yourself sitting in that space and you're complaining about how your life is, you're complaining about the community that you're in, you're complaining about the job that you have to sit down and ask yourself, will I stay here and complain and feel uncomfortable, or will I embrace the price that I have to pay to become the new me, to put myself in a new environment, to go to my next level? Because everything comes at a price. Everything. If you decide to stay where you're at, the price that you're paying is the version of you that you did not become. If you decide to stay in that position that you're in right now, financially, relationally, spiritually, if you decide that you're comfortable where you are right now, the price that you're paying is the version of you that you could have become. The experiences that you could have had you push through and go to the next level, right? The lifestyle that you could have lived if you had paid the other price, right, to get to that financial status. So you have to sit down now and evaluate. Yes, there's a price for everything. Even if you don't move, you're still paying a price. And the price that you're paying is the version of you that you did not explore, that you did not become. All right, so there's a price to everything. I want you to understand that. There's a price to everything. You explain who you are and what you do to the new people and all the certificates, please. So you got to watch all my videos, my friend. There is a video on my page about my certificates. All right. The only one that you won't see on that video are these 3 here. But there's a video for that on my page. And I'm a master life coach and mentor. Okay, if you want to work with me, DM me the word mentor. Good morning, Dora. Good morning to you. To learn with you, study with you. Okay, DM me the word mentor. Okay, so you can enroll in my mentorship program. You're very welcome. So you got to understand that there's a price for everything. There's a price for everything. Whether you move or you don't move, you are still paying a price. You're still paying a price. And you can decide to take a risk on yourself, or you can decide to just stay where you are. But it doesn't matter. You're still paying a price. And if you decide to stay at the level that you're at, stay in the phase of life that you're at, and again, if you love it, I love it too. I'm not knocking you. All right? But the price that you're paying to stay still, to stay in the same environment, is who you could become and the life that you could have lived. And it'd be very sad if you get to the end of the road and you're like, man, I wish I had taken that chance on myself. I wish I had bet on myself a little more. It'll be very sad if you get to the end of the road and that is what you're saying. All right? And you also got to keep in mind that there's always someone watching you. Always someone watching the decisions that you make. Whether you make a decision to grow or stay still and complain, they're listening. They're listening. You live a life of complacency and complain, there's somebody listening. You live a life of motivation and trying to make things better for you and for those who are around you, they're listening. There's always someone paying attention to you. So whether you decide to grow or stay in the same space, there is a price for it. That's what my grandma says. I feel so sorry for her. So that right there is a lesson from the generation before you that is saying, I wish I had, I wish I had. If you don't want that to be your story, you got to take a chance on you. All right? You got to take a chance on you. Take a chance on you. All right? Now, the next thing is the desire. The next thing that stops growth is the desire to stay in your comfort zone that is hindering your growth. And I just touched on that. Hey, Queen E, how are you? If you never challenge yourself, you can't expect change or growth. And I'm way over my time, so I got to cut it off soon. All right? You cannot expect change or growth if you never challenge yourself. So stop choosing comfort over growth. Got to stop choosing that. And here's another indication that you're kind of stuck in a space. If all you do is sit down and say, I wish I could, I wish I could, I wish I could. If that is all you sit and you say, does your book talk about these topics? Yes, we're on page 162 and 63. This is what I'm reading from. Okay? So what I'm telling you right now is in this book. Page 163, 162 and 163. All right? So you can get the book. 162 and 163 of the Bold Moves Manual. Can get it on Amazon. It's wonderful spending my morning with you. Thank you so much for showing up. You're very welcome. So grab it on Amazon. So what I'm reading is from this book. Okay? All right. So you got to challenge yourself. Challenge yourself. Stop saying, I wish I could, I wish I could, I wish I could. No, start saying, how do I do it? And then go and find the answer for that. All right? Go and find the answer for that. I told y'all before that when I was a nursing assistant and I would hear the nurses talking about purchasing homes, going on vacation, things that they used to do. And I used to say it too. Hey, T, how are you? I used to say it too. Man, I wish I could do that. I wish there was a possibility of me purchasing a home. I wish I could. I always said that. And one day I had to catch myself and say, why do you keep saying you wish you could? There's a price for what it is that they did. All you have to do is figure out what's the price that they paid. And you go pay the price so you can do it. So I made up in my mind to pay the price so I could do the things that they were doing. So I went to nursing school, right? I studied to become a nurse so that I could afford the lifestyle that I was wishing I could live. So all you have to do, don't scroll on social media and say, man, I wish I could do that. I wish I could wear that. I wish I could be there. What is the price that they paid to be there? Now, if you're not willing to pay the price, stop saying, I wish I could, because you're just wasting your breath at this point. All right? If you're not willing to pay the price to get the financial status that you're wishing for, to live in the house that you're wishing for, if you're not willing to pay the price of healing to get the relationship that you're wishing for, then just stop wishing. All right? Stop wishing, because it's not going to happen. You just got to figure out what is the price that they paid, and you pay the price. That's it. That's how you end the cycle of, I wish I could, I wish I could, I wish I could. Okay, figure out the price that they paid to become the author, to have the business, to launch the organization, to look the way that they look, right? Because you're looking at someone else's physique and you're saying, oh, I wish my body was like that. What is the price that they paid? Pay the price and you can have it too. All right? All right. So let me give you all the solution. I got to skip through some of this. Get the book. Get the book because I'm way over my time. Get the book. We're on page 162. Hey, Javon, how are you? Good morning, baby. How are you? How you doing? That's my nephew. So get the book so that you can, thank you so much. Kingdom Culture City. Thank you. So get the book. I was on page 162, 163 today. All right. So let me give you the solution. And I'm just going to hit the bullet point. You got to get the book for more details. All right. So here is how you cultivate continuous growth in your life. How you cultivate continuous growth in your life. Number one, you have to adopt a growth mindset. Instead of saying, I can't do this, start saying, I'm learning how to do this. Because nobody that is successful, they didn't have all the information when they first started out. But they had I'm going to learn how to do it. They had that in their spirit. So you need to adopt that as well. All right. So adopt a growth mindset. Stop saying, I can't do this. Nobody ever taught me how to do this. Go learn on your own. It's okay to do that. Then no one can take the credit for your success. Oh, I did this for her. I opened up that door for her. I pushed her. Go learn on your own so no one can take credit for your success. Just you and God that stayed up in those midnights and studied, right? You and God stayed up and did the research so no one else can take the credit for your success. Because people are like that. Oh, well, I did this for her and I did that for her. I did that for him. I did that. So stop saying, I can't do this, and start saying, I'm going to learn how to do it. Hey, yes, Lady Lola. Good morning, Anna. Let me see you. Sakina, where's your book bag?
I'm getting my shoes.
Okay. Are you sure you need to wear that watch?
Yeah.
All right. So, you got to adopt a growth mindset. Okay? You have to. The second thing that you're going to do is make sure that you're in the right environment. Okay? Make sure that you surround yourself with people who push you forward. Get you a mentor, get you a coach, whether you enroll in my program or not. Yes. Start saying, I learned how to do that. Yes. You check her out before she leaves the house. Yes, I have to. So find your coach or a mentor, whether you sign up for my mentorship program or not, just get you someone to help you. All right. So remember that growth is not always easy, but it's always worth it. Always worth it. Absolutely. And keep in mind that you shouldn't be rushing the process. Just trust the process. Trust it. Trust it. I want you to embrace growth and evolve into the best version of you. Evolve into the best version of you. Yesterday we talked about permission. Give yourself permission today to evolve into the best version of you, to grow into who God has already created you to be. All right. So the word of the day is growth. Yes. Bandages and all. Absolutely. Absolutely. So get the book, The Bold Moves Manual. It is available on Amazon. Get the book and go through the full strategy for growth. All right. If you can't remember the title of the book, watch the replay. The replay will be on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I am the Productivity Coach on YouTube. I need you. If you have not subscribed yet, go subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Productivity Coach. There's almost 600 videos over there. I'm telling you, if you sit down and watch those videos, your life is going to be changed and transformed. All right. So let's set our intentions for today. I want you to think about, again, every morning that you show up here, I want you to think about what you want your life to look like when you get to August 25th, which is our mile marker, right? August 25th of next year. What do you want your life to look like? Then consider 3 things that you can do today to get you 3 steps closer to that goal becoming your reality. I'm working on being debt free. I told y'all I paid off a debt this morning and it felt really good. That can happen for you too. It absolutely can. You got to keep your mind on what you want your life to look like when we hit that mile marker. So decide today, what are 3 things that I can do today to get me 3 steps closer to the goal that I'm aiming for August 25th of next year, which is our 365 goal. All right. So get those 3 things done today. If you're not sure how to map out what you want your life to look like, the execution task that needs to be done, if you're not sure how to do any of that, DM me the word mentor so that you can work with me and we can co-create that execution list together. We can map out the vision and create your execution plan together. So DM me the word mentor and I'll help you to get enrolled in my mentorship program. Plan together. So DM me the word mentor and I'll help you to get enrolled in my mentorship program. Get off of here. So let's make some decrees really quickly. We know that life and death lies in the power of the tongue. Thank you all so much for sticking around. The numbers stayed over 100 plus. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you all showing up. Absolutely appreciate you all. So hit the follow button. Make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can catch all the videos that are over there and you can catch up on my teaching. All right, so let's make some decrees really quickly. Let's do that. You're welcome. You're very welcome. I love what I do. I love showing up here to serve you all. So let's make some decrees. I'm going to decree for all of us, and you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. There's so much power in agreement. So here we go. I decree that the Lord is blessing us and keeping us in all our ways. I decree that his face and his favor is shining upon us and giving us peace. I decree that we're healthy and strong in body, mind, and spirit. I decree that we're well balanced in every area of our lives. I decree that we're blessed coming and going. I decree that our storehouse, our savings, our checking, our investment accounts are blessed with abundance and overflow. I decree that we're blessed with clear direction and a disciplined life. I decree that the rain of abundance, favor, and goodness is falling on us. I decree that we're blessed with success, with prosperity and provision. I decree that we walk today in faith and expectancy with results. I decree that we're empowered to prosper in our walk with the Lord. I decree that God's grace is giving us speed and acceleration in all that we do. I decree things of great value is coming our way today. I decree that the Lord is amplifying our voices and perfecting our gifts. I decree that God is connecting us to great men and giving us strategic kingdom opportunities. I decree that we are victorious in life. Yes, we are victorious in life, and that is how we program a productive and a successful day. So now our mindset and our intentions are set for today, and we understand that anything is possible when you have the right mindset and the will to do what you say you're going to do. Truly grateful for your live stream today. The way you shared has such a positive impact on my life. Thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate you. Thank you for showing up. So take the day on with faith and expectancy. Expect good things. Expect answered prayers. Expect promotion and increase. A wall full of certification. Yes, indeed. Dr. Thomas. Yes, I love education. I prioritize education. All right. So remember that the word of the day is growth. Don't run from the challenges. Bet on yourself. I want you to bet on yourself. Get the certificate if that is what you want to get. Heal if that is a part of your growth process that you need to focus on right now. You can have the financial status that you desire. But you got to embrace change as you grow. All right. Catch the replay for this stream on my Facebook, Anika V. Brown or Coach Anika. Yes, bet placed. I love that. I love that. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Productivity Coach, so you can catch the replay and catch up on all the other videos that are over there. I will be back on Monday morning for another Command Your Day. If you want to join me on my ministry journey, I will be on my ministry page on Sunday morning at 7 a.m. Just look me up here on TikTok, World Changers. That's the name of my ministry page. If you want to join along on this ministry journey with me, World Changers, you'll see my picture and all over there. And thank y'all for everyone that showed up for Kingdom class last night. The replay is up on my Facebook page, the ministry page as well. All right. Thank y'all so much for your time and your participation. We'll be back in Command Your Day. Thank you, Liz. We'll be back in Command Your Day on Monday morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern time. About to watch now. Okay, awesome. Facebook. So if you want the coaching side of things for Facebook, I'm Coach Anika V. Brown or Anika V. Brown on Facebook. All right, so find me there and connect with me. You're very welcome, Rebecca. Thank you so much for your time. All right, on YouTube as well, subscribe to my channel, The Productivity Coach. All right, you're very welcome. Have an amazing day. Bye for now.